Hey everybody, it's Alecia Godfrey. This is Alecia Godfrey.
Hi, my name's Alecia, and I want to take a minute and break that down for you. Hey, I'm Alecia. If you watched my last video, you know that we were talking a little bit about the 7,000 initial workers that are going to come here to Central Ohio to build the Intel site and what that will do to the economy. Next up, we need to talk about the eventual workers that will work in the Intel plants. This is not your typical factory. It's not going to have huge smokestacks like the Budweiser plant. It's not going to look like a steel mill that you might have grown up seeing in your youth. It is a very sleek looking, modern looking facility. I will try to get renderings and put them up right now. But what you need to understand about the workers that work there, they are highly specialized. Most of them are various types of engineers, and the average pay for a person working at the Intel plant, average, will be $135,000 a year. So this is not your minimum wage factory job. So what impact does that have on the local housing market? Well, believe it or not, our problems are going to start all the way at the top. This highly educated group of people moving to our area is going to have a demand for more of a luxury home market. Maybe not the $135,000 a year folks, but their bosses are going to definitely need more of what we would consider luxury. Luxury is what we call the $1 million to $2 million range. That said, we don't have enough luxury homes in Central Ohio. I know that if you've ever taken a drive out to New Albany, you're probably thinking there's all kinds of mansions around here. How do we not have enough luxury homes? Well, when you have an influx of highly educated, big time earners moving to the area, they're all gonna want homes. Maybe not a Georgian manor style like the New Albany style is, but luxury homes. And if we don't have enough of them and they need to be here and working, what will happen is a downward pressure on our market. So if you can easily qualify to buy a $1 million to $2 million house, but there's none of those to find, you might look at your family and say, okay, I gotta get you kids into school, I gotta get to work, we got stuff to do. We'll just start shopping in the $800,000 to $900,000 range. And they will blow those people who are only approved up to $900,000 out of the water because they're gonna have more cash to bring to the table. And so on and so forth down. This will continue to happen. The people who are way more qualified to be shopping at a higher price point are gonna knock that next level out. Where it really starts to hurt the average Central Ohioan is we're gonna really feel the effects, is when the people that can be shopping up to $750 start to knock into the $400,000 to $500,000 per house range. Because if people shopping in the $400,000 to $500,000 range can't get into a house, they're gonna put pressure on the next level down and the next level down. And that really hurts our first-time home buyers who are approved to be shopping in the $200,000 to $350,000 range. Believe it or not, a first-time home buyer house now, a starter house in the Central Ohio area, is considered $400,000 or less. It just is. So we've already seen the effects of a strong economy, lots of people moving to our area, and our prices going up. And if you're a homeowner, you're like, yes, my price went up. But if you're looking to shop, it does make it more difficult. And with this influx of high earners coming to our area, it can add even more pressure onto our already constricted, let's call it that, constricted market. So if there's ever been a time to buy a house or buy dirt, which is land, to build a house on in Central Ohio, let me say this very slowly, it is now. The reason I say that is our home prices are not dropping. If you're looking at the national financial forecast, everybody's predicting recession. Some areas of our country are already in recession. If you talk to people specifically about Central Ohio, we have an odd bubble going on. And we're going to talk more about that in later videos. But Central Ohio, I know it seems expensive right now, but buy it now because it will not be getting any cheaper, is what I am telling you. So if you've been sitting on the fence and you're like, I'll just save a little bit more, I'll just wait till the interest rates drop, I'll get there when I get there, I'll wait to fix my credit, and then I'll buy a house when the recession hits. Every educated person that deals with development, lending, real estate in Central Ohio is seeing and echoing the same message, which is we don't really see that coming. In case you didn't know, we are now the second largest city in the Midwest, only to Chicago. And as all this industry comes, we're gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. So buy now, watch your appreciation skyrocket, and then maybe you'll be the next person who needs that $1 million to $2 million house because you've got so much appreciation in the little patch of dirt that you bought. Now, this part might be a little bit controversial for me to say, but I'm gonna come at it from my roots. I'm a farmer's daughter, and over the years, I have heard many a person say that we don't want high density development. High density development means we are gonna pack as many homes into as small of an area as we possibly can. And I know we don't like the look of them. We like our big open green spaces. We like our farmland. One of the things I love about Columbus is that it's a big city, but you can feel like you're out in the country in a matter of minutes. And so over the years, I too have been like, well, I don't love the look of high density development, but at the end of the day, if I want to preserve as much of the green space and farmland as I possibly can, then high density development is one way to make that happen. So as this growth is coming to our area, I want you to, before you grab your no high density development picket sign and go to every board meeting in the area, research it, see what they're building. If they're building a planned urban development, you'll hear it called a PUD. It might have some apartments, it might have townhomes, it might have single family homes, it might have green space and a clubhouse, all sorts of things available to that community. If you look, there's actually what I would consider an extremely high-end high-density development in Lewis Center, and it's called Evans Farms. Evans Farms' whole concept is these tiny little lots with these big expensive houses on them. The concept was you give them barely any yard, you do a huge communal green space, and that way people have to come out of their houses and get to know their neighbors. If they want to go play in the grass with their kids, you're going to get to know your neighbors. You're going to kick the soccer ball around with them. So it's a very different concept to what we've been used to here in the Midwest. We like our space. We like to spread out. I feel the same way. But if there's going to be a high density development near you, do the research before you go in, guns a-blazing and pitchforks in hand. Make sure you understand what they're putting in, why they're doing it, and how it might help preserve the beauty that your area already has. So if you want to see the local farmer, like I do, keep the farmland that has been in his or her family for 100+ years, and you don't want to see all of it get developed out, this is one way where we might be able to preserve as much of that as humanly possible. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox now. We will talk more in the coming videos about the greater impact of Intel, and other local businesses are coming to Ohio besides Intel. We're going to hit on those as well. So don't miss the next video session. Thank you for watching. Take a minute to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so every time I post a new video, you see it first. Look in my bio below to follow along on all my social media accounts. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, click here to find more. We'll see you next time.